Good morning, guys. It's Jeff with HKS Systems. This morning we're going to be going over a lock that's not too common, but you see it in safes. It's the Legard 2200 series locks. These locks are designed to use a key to gain entry. I was just going to show you a problem a customer had and couldn't get into their safe deposit box systems, and it was a real big headache for them. Unfortunately, they called another locksmith who spent 3 hours there, didn't get any further than not being able to do anything, charged them a lot of money, and they left. Called me. I ended up having it open in 20 minutes. It wasn't a really big deal, just user error. So what they had was, I'll explain it, as these safe locks get worn out, they sometimes, instead of, you could see the silver little flags in there. There's technically 4 of them in there typically. The way it's designed is they should all be in line to remove or enter the key. When keys get worn out, they allow the actual locks then to be able to have the key pulled out in different positions. While it's one of the issues with these is when those aren't in line, you can't get the key back in, and that's what they were having a problem with. They thought they were putting the key all the way in, but they truly weren't. The problem is they were putting the key in and it was stopping one short. It looked like it was going all the way in, but you'll see it won't go in by itself. See, it went in a little further, then a little further. Sometimes when you push in hard, it's actually not the easiest thing to do for the safe. It's actually worse for the safe lock, is trying to push in harder and force it. If you go nice and smooth, it'll eventually pop in. You see it's going in further and further, and there we see it's actually all the way seated. Then it was just a matter of turning it and retracting the lock. The problem is the technician, or whoever he is, he sold himself as a safe technician, came in and misdiagnosed the problem as a worn out key, which it was a little worn, but it wasn't the actual issue. It was just the actual sections in there were out of time, not allowing the key. So when they pulled it out, they must have moved one of them, and then it throws it out of time. So there's a couple things for that. I actually have a factory tool that you would just put in there, and you can move one wheel at a time with this tool, and then time them all, and then be able to get them all in line, and then use your key just to come and go as you wish. There are some specialized tools for these, which I'm going to show you right now. These are, again, the Legard 2200 series. Usually you'll just see on the outside it'll be a little escutcheon with the hole in it for that. The tools that are sort of specialized for this are, well, there's quite a bit of them, but the majority of them are key decoders, and I'll show you how that works really quick. You typically have 4 cuts in there. You would start that at 0, put the key in, then the key is just basically going to push all the way up. You'll see each one of the numbers in there. Hopefully you could see that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're just going to turn till one of those is lined up, and that'll tell you the cuts of the key. So that would be an 11. Go back to 0 to pull the next section up. Go to 3. It's going to stop at 6. I'm not sure if, I'm sorry, at 8. Sorry if the glare's getting on there. Go to the next one, which would cut 2. Turn that. That's 3. Back to 0. Cut 1. Turn that. It's cut 6. And that's a key decoder by Lock Defeat Technologies. They make great equipment. So that is just for decoding the keys. If you have a worn key or a broken key and you need to originate one, it's a very specialized key machine for that. You know, it's something most people won't have. So if you need it on the fly, you're probably going to be out of luck. And then this is a tool that actually is used to bypass the lock itself. I know Lock Noob was just doing a video on it, and I just happened to have this on the shelf, and I was like, that's probably something he would be interested in. So same thing he had. It was a system that has the driver on there. It's got the little cutout, and then this allows for depths and spacing and handing. And then you would just have 0 all the way to the 18, which is technically it's a whole series of how things are handed, as well as what numbers would be in there. And then this is going to tell you the driver, wheel 1, 2, 3, and if you have 4, and then it would allow you to actually pick the lock. Very difficult to do. In my opinion, it's very difficult to do. It takes a lot of time. Typically I would just drill them. It's a lot faster. Saves the customer and me time, aggravation, and money. So if you need service that needs something like that for the safe work, that's what we specialize in, please give us a call. HKS Systems Lock and Safe, 847-204-7046. Thank you.